So I'm going to show you how to use the MModal Flex workflow to record a letter directly in MModal, which will then go off to the GP and into EPR without any further intervention from you. So first thing to be aware of is that in Fluency Direct, which you need to be logged into, you need to be on version 10 at least, which is recorded here, and in Flex, most importantly, you need to be in at least version 7. So if you are in clinic, you can click on My Schedule, and this will bring in all patients who are registered to you for that day. I'm not going to do that because I've got some patients on there. I don't want to breach confidentiality. If you are in a generic clinic, such as the cardiology hot clinic, then you're going to have to search for the patient manually. So I'm going to search within Flex here. I can search by name, encounter number, or MRN. I'm going to use a test patient, and you can of course dictate this number if you like and search. And here's my test patient. So to save you the hassle of going around and trying to work out which encounter you need to be on, which is not really worth the hassle, always go to no encounter, and then this should take you to your default specialty specific template options. So the system knows I'm a cardiologist. I have the option of a clinic letter to the GP, a letter to another clinician, letter to the GP, letter to the patient, or other options. So I'm going to do a clinic letter to the GP. And the bit that's crucial, that this should automatically now bring in all of these components here. If you want to change them, you can do. There are other options down here. They're called standards. So if I didn't want to do this full-blown clinic letter, and I wanted to have, for example, just a letter without all those headings, the bare minimum you must have is a salutation and a body. You have to have that. Please don't start typing or dictating with a blank record, because the process will fall apart and it won't work. I'm going to go again for my standard headings, but you can create any kind of standards you want. But you must have a minimum of a salutation and a body before you start dictating. So I'm now going to use voice dictation. New line, angina, new line, diabetes. Next field, amlodipine 10 milligrams daily. Next field, discharge patient to GP care. Next field, thank you for referring this patient with angina. Full stop. So now I've completed my letter. I have two options up here. I can just sign it, which will send it straight to the GP and to EPR. It will be in the EPR record within about 5 minutes. Or if there's further actions I want to do, for example, I want to send it to some CCs, or I would like the cat to do something different, I can send it to the cat. But by definition, this template's already been set up. So a clinic letter automatically goes to the GP and to the patient. If I'd chosen a patient letter, it would have gone to the patient with a copy to the GP. And there's a clinician letter which will go copied to the patient and the GP, but I would have to either manually select the addressee, perhaps if I wanted to, or forward it to the cat for them to complete that for me. But I'm happy this letter's complete. I'm going to sign it, and that is job done. If I go to the to-do section, you'll see now the letter is recently signed, and in about 5 minutes time that will go off to EPR and will already be with the GP. So that's in a nutshell how to create a letter very quickly, very easily, without any involvement of any of the admin team. And of course there's the added benefit that you don't have to come back and check the letters later on once the cat have finished their bit. So I hope that's useful.